Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's talk about some of the cons of the brand new Tesla Model Y. Just some observations. We saw a post that talked about some of the negatives of it, and of course, with a bunch of positives. So let's take a look at it, and I want to hear from you all. If you've test driven the new Model Y or been around the new Model Y, what do you think of it in terms of the design, or what are some pros and cons for the vehicle? So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out our Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And if you got a quick question, you can DM me on the Patreon app down below in the description. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. And of course, we'll give an inventory update as well with all the different discounts that we're finding right now. And I'll give you a great website that we worked on so that you can search easier for discounts in your area and also set up price alerts. I'll send that in just a second. But shout out to DFW for posting this. Ask me anything about my drive, having owned 30 cars and reviewed them hundreds. It was interesting. Cons: the new Model Y rear light bar looks cheap. I guess I'll drive around with the parking lights on. And pretty interesting observation here, because all the pictures that we've seen are the marketing pictures and everything. We've seen it with the rear light bar on for the most part. And with the rear light bar on, it looks fantastic with that red glow, that afterburner that they're talking about here. And it looks really good. But when you have it off like this, it kind of does look weird, right? And certainly when I was in the showroom and I saw it, the light was on. It looks fantastic with everything and how it looks like. But when it is off, it just looks like it's getting lost in the black abyss here with the rear taillight of it. And so I can see exactly what he is talking about there. And so it's just one of those things where if it's on, or if maybe there's going to be a feature where you can just leave it on. And I'm surprised that there isn't, because maybe I want to see it feel like there's some DOT regulation or something where the rear taillight has to be a red illumination, or at least has to show red. So it is kind of interesting how Tesla has gotten away with it. And I really feel like, I think that was mentioned in the Jay Leno interview with Lars and Franz, on how they got away with not having any sort of red on the rear side of the Model Y. And so I would kind of agree with that. I do like how it looks with it on, but with it off, it is a different style look. The next one is that the front looks generic. Many won't know it's a Tesla in smaller or rural areas until they ask. And certainly I can see exactly what you're talking about, because certainly there was this post a while ago where the Model Y Juniper is copycatting a lot of different front ends, especially in the China market. But in the US market, there's only like a couple vehicles that come top of mind, like the Hyundai Kona, and maybe another one that has a similar type of vibe or similar type of style with the front of the vehicle. And so the Model Y, I think, still will stick out, especially with that blade light bar going across the front here at night. But there is one other con that is going to be left to be said, or left to be figured out once this vehicle comes out. And I'll give you a little bit of a backstory of this con, so to speak. And so on the Tesla Cybertruck, it's got a similar style headlight and similar style light bar. And there was earlier posts, especially during that November, December time when it was snowing and there was inclement weather, in which snow would kind of get impacted in this area right here. And there's always been this story with like the Cybertruck, that the headlight is just not as good as like a regular traditionally headlight and everything. And so with the headlight being in this area right here, and maybe even a little bit smaller than a traditional headlight that's a little bit higher, we're going to see in real world testing to see how well or how good this headlight is on the brand new Model Y. And so that's like a future con to be something to be aware about. And maybe the new Model Y might not have as good visibility in the near future when it actually comes out. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I want to hear from you. If you've driven it at this point, if you've been around it in some of the showrooms at this point, let us know what are your pros and cons of the vehicle. I mean, the list of pros are significant. It's a better build quality. It's more solid, rigid. You don't hear any rattles as much as before. The suspension is more comfortable. All the different feel, textures, all the different sides, the panels is a lot more luxurious as well. And that rear seats being able to fold that fast is a pretty nice feature, especially if you're someone that doesn't have kids or have a car seat and you want to fold down seats all the time. It definitely is a very nice feature for sure. But certainly, there's really three types of Model Y buyers right now. There's people that might be looking to buy the launch edition. There's, of course, a ton of you out there that I feel like that are waiting for non-launch to actually start. And of course, there's people looking to buy the old Tesla Model Y. And that's why we collaborated with Only Used Teslas to build this website. It is a tracking inventory website for Tesla inventory. You can use it as a search tool to find big discounts like some of these right here. And the cool thing with this website is you can track individual new and used vehicles to see when there is a price drop or not. And so go ahead and check it out. It's in beta stage right now. We're working through it. I would say we've gone through a lot of different testing, but if there's any issues that you find, record a video of it and go send it to the email down below, which is support@onlyusedtesla.com. Definitely go check it out. I post a link down right there and also put it in the live stream comments and the description as well. But this is where we're certainly finding discounts in this type of caliber area, $6,000 to $7,000 off. And if you want a more of a granular type of search engine or page, definitely check out our deal spreadsheet down below in the description where we keep track of the best deals out there. $6,000 to $7,000 off of Tesla Model Ys and around $2,000 to $4,500 off Model 3s. But of course, those $4,500 off on the Model 3s are going to be like the Model 3 performances. But in other Model Y Juniper news, there was a truck spotted in the Northern California area, Fremont, Livermore area, with a bunch of Model Ys getting delivered, but most likely these are not customer deliveries, and most likely these are going to be showroom demo vehicles, or more importantly, showroom test drive vehicles. We went to go do a test drive over the weekend. We released two videos that on the channel, so if you're interested in taking a look at them, one was a just general test drive of the vehicle and my thoughts on it, and the other one was a comparison against the Model Y, or the older Model Y, right after. So if you want to take a look at it, go ahead, I'll post it right here so you can take a look and watch some of those series on the videos. But more than likely, these vehicles are going to be test drive vehicles, because when we went to that Tesla showroom in Century City, if you're interested in doing a test drive in the Los Angeles area, there was 3 Model Ys that they had on the test drive lot that you could drive, and they only had one inside the showroom. So I would imagine they're starting to ramp up this as much as possible, because they know that this is important. They know that getting butts in seats and getting people to drive them is going to get more orders. And I think that is their strategy right now. They're not going to do any sort of customer deliveries. They're going to deliver vehicles, the new Model Ys, to showrooms so that people can get into them. And so if you're interested in purchasing or ordering a new Model Y, of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. You don't get any discount on the new Model Y, but we still get a little bit of a credit. So thank you to everybody that has supported us by using our Tesla referral code down below in the description. In other Model Y news, it seems like another camouflage Model Y was spotted in Shanghai, China, and most likely this is going to be some sort of performance variant. Or maybe is this going to be a super range variant that has 95 kilowatt battery? I guess time will tell, because that would be pretty interesting if Tesla actually releases a performance variant and a super range variant, like maybe this year or next year. We could certainly see. But time is flying, because it's almost been a month already at this point since the release of the Model Y Juniper in the launch series for the US market. Deliveries are happening soon, but I more than likely think it's going to be a March timeframe, and I actually think it's going to be like a late March timeframe. Someone said earlier in one of the forum posts like March 20th, and I kind of think like that is going to be a very similar date range for that timeframe. But let us know, when do you think, if you've got a new Model Y launch on order, when do you think it's actually going to be coming out? I was trying to survey a bunch of you out there just to see, like, what are you buying right now in terms of a Model Y? Are you buying the new Model Y, the long launch, or the old and busted, or even a used one? And it seems like an overwhelming majority, 55% of you out there, or 55% of you that voted on this poll, are looking and waiting for a non-launch, which makes sense. If that price comes out at $47,000, it could be a impeccable value when it actually comes out. In other news with Tesla design, it seems like how there's new glass on the new Model Y that could be trickling down to other vehicles as well. From speculation posts from Joe in terms of screenshots, it looks like they're using that same type of glass on the roof of the Tesla Cybertruck. Some facts on this: 7 times more heat resistance than the old glass. So it'd be pretty interesting to see if this rolls out to other vehicles, and more than likely it could be rolling out to the new Model S and Model X. I mean, there's a ton of things coming out for Tesla this year. There's a lot going on. I mean, we got a $29,000 cheaper, affordable Tesla that could be coming out. Robotaxi, maybe not. Rear-wheel drive Cybertruck, I definitely think that's coming out. Unsupervised full self-driving, we'll see on that one. Cybercab for sure. Model S and Model X refresh. I'm excited for that one because that one was just confirmed the other day. Tesla Semi, Robovan, and Optimus is just a small list of a ton of things that are coming out this year for Tesla. Pretty exciting year for sure. And yesterday we talked about the Polestar deal, the Polestar 3. Like, if you have a Tesla, you can get not 10, but up to $20,000 off of a Polestar 3, which is a crazy incentive. But dialing into this and peeling back some of the onion on this, it's actually not a full $20,000. I mean, yes, you are getting $20,000, but $15,000 of that anybody can get. $5,000 is Tesla Conquest cash that you have to own a Tesla. So really it's $5,000, not a full, but I mean, that's why they're using $20,000, because it's a full $20,000 if you want a Polestar vehicle and you own a Tesla vehicle. On the other news, in terms of market update or Tesla website update, it seems like Tesla has added photos of their used inventory back again on websites. And so if you're looking to buy a Tesla directly from Tesla, whether it's a used one, you can now see real photos of that real vehicle. And there's a benefit to buying a Tesla directly from Tesla used one. You get 1 year extra warranty and a little bit of mileage as well. And so really cool to see that they've started to do this. And I guess it gives you a little bit of comfortability when buying a used Tesla from Tesla. But I've never really been a fan of buying a Tesla from them directly. Tesla. I'd rather just buy off of Facebook Marketplace so I can see the vehicle in person, negotiate in person, or negotiate with a real person, and maybe even dealer or a local mom and pop dealer as a fallback safe or anything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you are thinking. So you've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone, and thank you all for dropping by. If you're just joining in, welcome. We're talking about some of the cons of the new Model Y. It seems like most of them are design cons at this moment, like how this rear tail light, it basically could be seen as cheap. You don't really have any of that sort of that red glow when it's off like this, and so I still kind of like it, but according to DFW, he thinks it looks cheap, or DFW car and takes. The other thing is the front with all the different LED light barbs could look a little generic, and I kind of see what he's talking about, because there's a ton of vehicles, like a list of these, but a lot of these are like in the China market, not necessarily the S market. But the one other third, like half con or something that could be a con in the future is where the headlight is positioned. I want to say it's a little bit lower than where it usually is. Cybertruck has this issue already where it could get blocked or it doesn't have the best visibility. And so time will tell to see the performance of the new headlights, but maybe it will be good because of LED matrix headlights, which is could be or is coming out with the Model Y, as Lars said, the VP of Tesla, later on this year. But the one thing is for sure, if you want to upgrade your Tesla, don't forget about Jawa, one of our Tesla partners down below in the description. They've already test fitted a bunch of their accessories that they sell on a Model Y Juniper. And so if you're very interested in taking a look at their accessories and getting ready for your new Model Y, definitely check it out down below in the description. We got phone mounts, which is by far my favorite. I have it on all our Teslas, center consoles, and much more. So definitely check out Jawa down below in the description, and also at the accessory link and the discount code down below in the live stream chat. And of course, it supports the channel as well. So thank you that for everyone that has used the links. Travel. Should I buy the new Model 3 before the third or wait until after mid-cycle refresh? No, I wouldn't wait for a mid-cycle refresh. I don't feel like that's going to be, I feel like that's going to be another year or two from now. In terms of like if you can wait, you might as well wait until the end of the quarter, which is going to be next month, or all the way till December if you can wait. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. B, Tesla could become cheaper. No one wants them anymore. I don't know about no one, but certainly, I guess, yeah, I don't know about no one. ALX, how about an off-road Model Y with air suspension? Hey, ALX, thanks for coming in. Yeah, air suspension. I really feel like if Tesla adds air suspension to the Model Y, that will be game changer, but it could cannibalize the sales of the Model X. So we really need to see what's going to be happening with the new Model S and Model X refresh, because if they make it a ton better, then they could then add air suspension to the trickle-down models for that. In this next topic, this is the first EV with a solid state battery. This is getting pretty exciting in the electric vehicles space because solid state seems to be the next thing that could make electric vehicles faster charging and more range as well. Mercedes-Benz has released their test vehicle as the first solid state battery with an EV range of 621 miles of range. I mean, I can't wait to see when this actually comes out and hits the roads and everything. This is a on-road test and a modified EQS began early this month in the following test labs at the end of 2024. The EQS is slightly modified to split the solid-state battery and other parts. And so I can't wait to see when this actually comes out for real-world tests and everything, because, I mean, when you get 25% more range like this at 600 miles of range, that really puts down all the different complainers that EVs don't have enough range or anything. But I really feel like the sweet spot is like 400 to 500 miles of range, but 600 just really blows it out of the park. And I feel like at that point, you don't need a home charger at all. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Would you love to buy an electric vehicle with over 600 miles of range? In this next topic, now we know that a Model S and Model X refresh is on the way, but what features would you like to see on the new Model S or Model X refresh? I, for one, just want a better built quality vehicle. I'm really surprised how the Model 3 and the Model Y have such a nice cabin, such a nice ride, and if they trickle that down to the Model S and the Model X and make the ride even smoother and maybe even update some of the different interiors to make it cooler as well, like the new Model Y has a really nice interior with the side panels in the front and everything. But here's a nice list from Brandon, 48 volt with steer-by wire. That is a big thing because steer-by-wire really changes the game on these bigger vehicles. Cybertruck looks big, but when you're driving it around, Cybertruck drives like a Model X, maybe even smaller. 800 volt battery pack, accent lighting. I would love to see that. Powered front. Powered front, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Cooled rear second row at least 100%. 5G Starlink capability, that would be cool as well. Power folding second and third row, just like how the new Model Y, I would love to see that. And better C rate, charging rate or USB-C everywhere. Yeah, I guess charging rate at the end. And of course, don't forget a massive light bar at the front as well, because it seems like Tesla is really trickling down that design across all of them. But let us know. I mean, I can't wait to see when this Model S and Model X actually comes out as a refresh. And, we're going to be asking for a ton of different things, but at the end of the day, who knows what Tesla will actually do. But shout out to Dominic for finding this. It seems like Model S deliveries in Germany have pushed all the way back to July, August. So maybe that could be a time frame for a refresh. I don't think it's gonna be that quick because Tesla's got a lot going on in terms of building excitement for all the different models that new models that could be coming out. And their goal right now is affordable models before the first half of this year. And Model S and Model X really isn't affordable. But that's for one thing, because certainly I have really mentioned how Tesla did increase the price of the Model S and the Model X by $5,000 not too long ago, and I really thought it could be because of a refresh coming on, and they're just trying to get us used to a higher price. Which now we know a new Model S and Model X is coming, maybe even later this year. But the one thing is for sure, what happens is when a new vehicle comes out, it puts pressure on the older vehicle, especially used vehicles, like this insane deal, a 2022 Model S Plaid for, yes, you're reading that right, $45,000 from Tesla directly. 1,000 horsepower, over 1,000, red with white interior as well. This is a ton of vehicle for a price point of $45,000, basically cheaper than a new Model 3 Performance. So which one would you rather have, a 2022 Model S Plaid, or with 55,000 miles, which still has warranty on the battery warranty, but definitely not on the bumper to bumper 4-year warranty, or a new Model 3 Performance that could be better built, but definitely not faster than a brand new, definitely not faster than a used Plaid here with that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Portclave, used model buy, that's what you're looking to buy? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, that's really where the deals are definitely going to be. I mean, when it's $18,000, maybe even 20 to 25, there's a ton of them that could qualify for the tax credit now, which if you can stack that on top of that, that is a fantastic deal. In this next topic, Cybercab has now been spotted with a steering wheel. Is this Tesla's new or most affordable or more affordable vehicle that could be coming out by the middle of the year, maybe before June? It seems like Joe flew up his drone again, and there was a ton of Cybercabs being driven around Giga Austin, testing and everything. I mean, this still kind of looks like a funny looking vehicle that could be released and that could be testing for Robotaxi in the June timeframe for the Giga Austin or Austin, Texas frame. But if you zoom into the picture, if you're looking really closely, it looks even more clear that it actually has a steering wheel that they're driving around with. Earlier, months ago, there was like some sort of post in which a steering wheel was assumed to be showing, but now it does look like it actually has a steering wheel, and maybe they're using this as testing for their more affordable vehicle that could be coming out as well. Walmart has posted this. Seeing Tesla testing a Cybercab with steering wheel shouldn't be that surprising. They could be using it to validate the drivetrain, full self driving. You can't actually draw conclusions about something like this would actually ship, but it does get me thinking about what more affordable models would look like and why haven't we seen it anywhere. One explanation could be that the new affordable models look like the Cybercab on the exterior. Cybercab looks great, so that would be pretty exciting. And so let us know, what do you think about this price range, 30 to 35K? I feel like some people are thinking it's going to be even cheaper. One thing is for sure, following along with Tesla's strategy, they could release some sort of launch edition coming out first and then drop the price as it moves out later on and on and on. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Thanks for the pros and cons. No, thank you, RC. Thanks for dropping by, hitting the like button and everything. In this next topic, 5G has now been spotted on the hardware for Tesla vehicles. Shout out to Tesla Scope in green, the only, it seems like a 5G TCU, the new style of comms unit in the Model 3 refresh, and the Model Y and the CT is making an appearance in the EPC Telematic Control TCU Gen 2. I have no idea what any of that means, but still very cool to see. And hopefully this means that, fingers crossed, 5G connectivity will be coming to the Tesla vehicles. But it's almost like, why not just do a Starlink or something like that with connectivity? But maybe they don't want to go too crazy and put in that. But 5G, maybe it'll be faster so that we can download navigation, because sometimes there is a little bit lag in terms of finding locations or playing music, but that could be because we live in the Los Angeles area where there's a lot of network congestive and anything. But I always was a gripe with me. I always had a gripe, and that you cannot download the software update using just the phone, the car's network. You have to hook up to Wi-Fi. And I get it. It could be a big file, 5 gigabytes or whatever it may be, but it would be nice to just be able to download it on the back end using the car's network, so you don't have to be at home, so that you can install updates wherever you're at if you're doing road trips or anything. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you excited about 5G coming to your Tesla vehicle, or is it something else that you'd be more excited for? So congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much. And I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get. And that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation. And I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below, or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have, because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian. But my favorite, all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone. Let's see who's dropped by. Daniel. Everything mentioned above, but also more plush staying in the new Model S, maybe massaging seats or more luxurious rear seating or luxurious rear experience. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know if I would see massage seating coming to the new Model S and Model X. That really feels like that would be more of like other legacy type of manufacturers. But certainly I see what you're saying, but like a more plush seat, like more nicer seat would be nice as well. Zyro, considering the projected cost of the Cybercab being under 30K, how competitive do you think this pricing is for fleet operators compared to traditional internal combustion engine vehicles? Oh, that's a good question, because yes, you'll have less maintenance, but the insurance might be higher. That's going to be a tough one. I have to think on that and get back to you, Zyro. Gregory, thanks for coming in. Sorry if you've already covered this, but thoughts on the latest full self-driving upgrade? Ooh, I don't know, actually. I haven't really been driving full self-driving for the past few days. Actually, no, we did take the Cybertruck in LA traffic on Saturday and threw on full self-driving, and it was fine. But I don't know if that's the latest update. It seems to be fine. Really haven't had any issues these days, besides it just being a little bit lack of, sometimes when it sits in that right lane and it's all back, it's just not an LA traffic driver. It could be a little bit more aggressive at certain times, but it's just taking this safe, easy ride. You're going to get to your location. You're just not going to get to your location the fastest, especially in Los Angeles or anywhere with a bunch of different traffic. A1, thanks for coming in. When old and busted 0% APR? Great question. I think that's going to be, if not by now, because we kind of get the feeling that Tesla pulls ahead incentives. I mean, you never know. Maybe March 4th or March 3rd, they release some sort of incentive. But I mean, maybe it's going to get pushed till like a April type of thing. We really need to see, once these Model Y launches actually start delivering and the new Model Ys actually start to hit showrooms. And then we need to see like what type of inventory levels, because now we know Tesla has been tearing down inventory for production for the older Model Ys ever so slightly every single week. And they might have timed this correctly. And so we don't have this crazy amount of inventory out there anymore, because they've somehow figured out that inventory discounts, like some of these $6,000 to $7,000 off of Model Ys, is working and doing wonders for them. If you're wondering what we're looking at, this is our Tesla inventory tracking website that we partnered with Only Used Teslas. If you want to take a look at it, I'll post it right there in the link on the chat, and you can take a look at it down below in the description as well. And what's really cool with this one is that you can link vehicles and you can sign up vehicles to get pricing alerts. So if there's a price drop, you can get a text and an email very, very quickly. So definitely check it out. Only Use Tesla down below in the description. Blueberry, depends which year has the 5G. I guess, yeah, that makes sense because I think it's only new ones at this point. Jack, just lemon law my Cyber Beast and think about getting into a motor. Should I wait till the end of quarter or buy now? I would say wait another month to see. You might as well wait to see what happens because they've got tons of Cybertruck. I mean, if you take a look at the Cybertruck discounts, you can see a ton of them, $4,000, $5,000 off. Well, really, no, it's $4,000. The foundations are $6,000 off. But yeah, how was that, Jack? How was that lemon law experience? And how quickly was it with that? But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.